Hi, this video is relevant for all the parents of young kids, teenagers, and also if you're a caregiver, it's a relevant video for you. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the growing concern of teenage pregnancy, juvenile drinking, substance abuse, casual relationships, and overindulgence in sensory pleasures. Now, this is becoming very common in kids these days. For instance, teenage pregnancy is all-time high, and some of us may say that, hey, it is not our concern, and we are from respectable family, we are hardworking parents with good intentions, and it is not our concern, it is somebody else's concern maybe, or somehow this problem has not registered. We read, but till the time it is at somebody else's home, it is not my problem. All right, but if you ever happen to talk to parents of these kids where this nasty or situation has happened, or negative situation has happened, these parents are actually very hardworking parents, respectable parents with good intentions, and the reason it gets scandalized because of their reputation. So for instance, if it's a criminal and his son has done some crime, it will not be a big deal. It is like, yeah, they are a notorious family. But if it happens in a very respectable family, there are these concerns that why did it happen. So first and foremost, understanding is that it can happen to anybody, to any kid, to any family. This is some level of understanding we should have, and I will explain it why it can happen to anybody, and what is that we can do to prevent it. Secondly, just be compassionate about the whole thing, not judging, because instantly there is this judgment that gets passed on the child or on the parents. So just be a little aware about that. There is some level of compassion, not a judgment. All right, let's get started. In 1960s, a very interesting experiment happened in Stanford University's preschool, wherein the experiment is famously known as marshmallow test. I'm sure you would have heard of it, but I will summarize for people who do not have any knowledge about this test. So what happened, the preschoolers were given an opportunity of taking one reward, or wait for some time, or take two rewards of their choice. And they are very young kids, 4 to 5 years old, preschoolers. And if you offer any, let's say, tempting chocolate or a tempting marshmallow to a 3-4 year old boy or girl, they would not exercise any self-control. But if you try and test this just to see if they have any level of self-control, there'll be some very remarkable findings. So anyway, the kids who could really control themselves and wait for the second treat, they were studied right from their preschool days till almost to their retirement life. And there have been very interesting revelation that how because they are wired and they could master their self-control and the temptations, so that really affected their SAT scores, their academic performances, their sports performances in sports, and also how much fun they could manage post retirement life, right? So all of this right from preschool day to their retirement planning, all of this was studied in depth. So some of these lessons I will be sharing in this video. Now it's a five-fold approach, and just to add more context to it, that our mind has an ability of going in any direction. It can go into minus infinity and plus infinity. So what it means, whatever emotions that get attached to these modulations of mind, they affect our self-control, or our determination, willpower, and all of these virtues that get affected with these little nuances of mind. It's like saying that we have got this mind body, but we don't know how to use it. So just to understand that how we are going to use this sophisticated machine, and if we understand at a very young age, right, if the kid understand that how he needs to just even become aware that how this body is, what is mind, in a very simplistic and a very experiential way, which no school actually teaches these. Surprisingly, not surprisingly, it's a very common norm that we are educating kids about science, physics, math, language, and everything, and also the past. But there is no emphasis, there is even no level of education about how to deal with this body and mind. It is like you are sitting in a cockpit. You have all the controls around you, but you don't know how to use it. So it is like that. So firstly, first and foremost is in today's generation, or I would say that it is with every generation, this is the every growing generation, it is the concern that they have in plenty. What in plenty? Not the natural resources. By the way, natural resources are declining, but all these artificial, the materialism, this is just increasing many folds. And the biggest concern is the instant gratification. And in instant gratification, I will talk about food. So our first approach of dealing this self-control or just understanding the mind is through food, because food impacts our body. So watch out this body and mind, watch out this space for more details, and I'll be launching a series on thriving kids. If you need any just even consulting about the kid, and I'm not a child psychologist, I'm a mother of an 8-year-old boy, and trying to really gather that what is that is affecting the mind of kids and the parents and caregivers. So let's walk this journey together for a better and meaningful society. Watch out the next episode on food for kids.